Hey everybody, it's the Ioniq guy. I've got some good news, and that is the radar in my 2022 Hyundai Ioniq 5 SEL all-wheel drive has been repaired, and adaptive cruise control is working again, and it works just as it should. So back in August, I got in my car to drive somewhere, and I got two warnings on my dashboard. I can't remember exactly what they said off the top of my head. I'll post the photo of those two warnings right now. But they came up and they persisted. They did not go away. Now, I know based on comments from all of you that some of you have had this issue yourself and the messages would come up, but then it was most likely due to weather or something because they would eventually go away. In my case, they didn't go away. Every day I would get in my car to go to work and the same two messages would pop up and they would stay up. So I knew something was wrong. So I scheduled an appointment with my local service center. So I got in, they took the bumper apart, they investigated, they found that yes, the radar sensor itself was defective. So they placed an order for a replacement part. That part number is 99110-GI000. It's about a $300 part, so not super expensive. It's more than I would want to spend on a part that I don't really necessarily need to. So I was happy to hear, obviously, it was going to be covered under warranty. It just died. I didn't do anything. I didn't hit anything. I have heard from some of you who have had issues bringing your cars in with radar issues and them saying that, oh, it's out of alignment. This was caused from you hitting something and that you're going to have to pay hundreds of dollars for this alignment for the hourly rate for the technician. So the fact that they're telling people that, oh, you hit something, there's no damage, but you must have hit something, so we're not going to cover it under warranty is just total garbage. I would be very angry if I was told that. Anyway, so they put the car back together, sent me home. I didn't have working adaptive cruise control for another week or so, which was pretty annoying. But I got used to driving again. So about a week after that, the part came in. I brought the car in. They gave me a loaner, which I was expecting to have for several days as they found time to get to my car. They gave me a 2023 Hyundai Santa Fe hybrid blue all-wheel drive. I do have a video that I shot reviewing that's going to be coming out relatively soon, so stay tuned for that if you're in the market for a hybrid vehicle. But the next day, they texted me and told me that the car was ready for pickup. So I went in, they gave me the paperwork, and I was good to go. So they basically said, customer states there's a DTC for the radar system, and adaptive cruise control doesn't work, which they confirmed. So they installed the new radar sensor, set vertical angle, reinstalled bumper, set SST for reflector at specs, whatever that means, completed stopped relearn of radar, completed driving portion of relearn, total of 10 miles, confirmed lane keep assist, lane change assist working, SCC working also, no lights on dash, all okay now. Sounds like they do have to do a bit of driving to make sure everything is working well. 10 miles is more than a service technician usually brings a car out. But shout out to Dylan at Key Hyundai of Manchester. Great work. Thank you for your help. I can't stress enough how good service has been at Key Hyundai of Manchester. They're always super responsive there. If you guys live in Connecticut, even if you're in Massachusetts, I would suggest going down to Key Hyundai in Manchester. They're awesome to work with. Shout out to everybody there. And now I can finally drive with adaptive cruise control, highway drive assist 2 on the highway. Super excited about that. It makes my commute so much more enjoyable being able to just set a distance and just sit in the middle of the lane all the way home. But after this happened to me, I did do some research, and it sounds like it's a fairly common part to go bad on these cars. Now, I have been talking with some people, and they seem to think that COVID-era electronics just aren't going to be as high quality as non-COVID era electronics just because there was the chip shortage. They were in high demand. They were probably pumping them out as quick as possible. Quality probably suffered because of that. So it's likely in the next few years, all these electronics from cars made during the COVID era are probably going to experience failures a little bit on a higher regularity versus non-COVID era parts. That's still to be determined, but that's what I've heard from some people who work in the electronics industry. The only issue is with like these safety system components is that they do have to be calibrated. I'm not sure what the calibration process is. I think I've seen some videos in the past where they have to set up some sort of like a kind of like an eye chart when you go for an eye exam, something in the distance that the car can read. Obviously, radar's different. I guess you probably just have to place something at a certain distance from the car so that the car can kind of calibrate itself. Not really sure. But anyway, just wanted to give you guys an update. My car is working again. It didn't end up being too big of a deal. If you see these trouble codes like I do and they don't go away, now you know it's the radar unit. And if you did see my video where I talked about another issue I was having, which is the overheating charge port issue, I have tons of information coming in the near future about this. I've been doing a deep investigation. I pulled apart my entire charge port down to the pins, took everything apart, put thermocouples on the cable to verify cable temperatures. I did a lot here. I talked to a lot of people. I have some new insiders at Hyundai who've provided me some information that I can share with you guys. A lot of information to come. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed to the channel because I'm going to have a big video coming out in the near future about all of the level 2 charging issue stuff that's been going on with my car. And I will tell you right now, my car no longer overheats while level 2 charging. I don't know what happened in the process of pulling the charge port apart, but after putting it back together, it is now in line with temperatures for the GV60 and the electrified GV70, which I recently tested. I am testing the Ioniq 6 this week as well, so you got to believe I will be testing that on my same charger. And we'll see what that maxes out in terms of level 2 48 amp charging temperature for the charge port itself. So stay tuned for that. And if you like today's video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already done so you can be notified when these videos come out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody. Are you a new or existing owner of a Hyundai Ioniq 5? Then check out my store because I got a bunch of cool new stuff to show you. So obviously you got the OG magnetic eyewear holder, but I've also got a new magnet shaped like the Ioniq 5 wheel. Do you like big 40-ounce water bottles or tiny little cans? Well, I've got both. This one shrinks your cup holder, while this one enlarges it. I've also got some for the rear seat. I've also got a keychain that resembles the charging indicator in the charge port, and if you don't even want to see this charge port indicator when you're charging at night, you can go ahead and cover it up with this little guy. These LEDs flash very bright at night, so you might not want people coming over and looking at them, and when you're done, thanks to these two little nubs, you can go ahead and store it right in your charge port. I design and 3D print these all myself, and every single sale goes towards the channel and helping me grow it a little bit more. So you can purchase any of these products from the links in the descriptions. If you're international, please use my Etsy store. If you're in the US, you can go to my website, ioniqguy.com. You can also purchase them right here without leaving YouTube from the store on my channel page. And if you have any custom requests, shoot me a message because I'm always open to trying something new. So I appreciate you checking them out and I hope you like them.